Hey everybody, welcome back to the shed. Got a quick video here to make. I got the engine cowls yesterday and promised a guy who subscribes to the channel that I'd show him the cowlings. I guess he's making the same plane and wanted to know if this was a good cowling to order from. But before I get to that, I wanted to give you a little update. I've made the rudder, or ribbed the rudder, and I've made the vertical stabilizer. So there they are. There's the vertical stabilizer. Got some more sanding to do, and then obviously I got to cover it. I've got the metal bar made to turn it. I got to run out and get some hinges. I thought I had some, but I don't have any. But I got to cover it first, and then sheet it with the 3/32 inch sheeting. I decided to put the dummy tab. I was going to use it for the trim tab, but I'm just going to make a dummy tab out of it here and have it look like it works, but it's not going to work. I'll fabricate a little lever, make it look nice, but just wanted to show you what I've been working on. That was kind of a pain. That was probably one of the harder parts of this plane. Couldn't really lay it flat on a work surface because it's all rounded, but we've pretty much got it. Got to get it sanded, put the top on. I ordered some lights this morning. I'll put them up in the stabilizer, but they should be here in a couple of days. All right, let's get on to the cowlings now. I got two of these that weren't for this plane. They were actually for a plane, I believe, that's 1 inch shorter than this plane, but they look pretty good. One of the things that I'm not happy with is, I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can put it down here so I can show you. It's not level. This side angle and this side's angle is way off. You can actually see it. This is pretty, not as steep as this angle is. Very noticeable too. See, you can really see it on the top. But besides that, it looks like it's going to work. I've got N1 in there, which is the first part of the nacelle, and it's basically the same contour. Remember, there's going to be 3/32 inch sheeting all the way around it that I'm going to plank, so it looks like it's going to form to it pretty decently. I might have to make a few modifications. As far as the length, I'm going to have to make mine, it's going to sit on there something like this, to some extent like this. With my 70s that I'm putting on here, I'm going to have to bring it out just a hair. So I'll have to fabricate something to go around N1, which I've got just sitting right here. And what N1 does is just sit in the front of the nacelle, and your motor mount gets mounted to it. It's a 1/4 inch piece of plywood. I may remake these, but it looks like it's going to work, which is a good news because I didn't want to make them. But it's approximately, give you a couple ideas of what the length is. The height is approximately, I'd say it is about 4 1/4, 4.5 high, 4 3/8, somewhere around there high. The length of it this way is, I'd say that's about 6.5, and the width is about 4 1/4. So they turned out pretty decent. Like I said, both of them are the same exact way. You can really see it on that picture right there. You can see it bad there. Use that line going across the top. Put it on the of the wall back there, and you can see the slope of that left side is way different, and both of them are exactly the same. I don't know if it's something in their molds or what, but it came with some instructions on how to clean it, what I got to do before I paint it, sand it, the whole 9 yards. But I paid $68 for them, shipped. So I think they were $54 and $10 shipping, or $12 shipping, something like that. I'm pleased with them. I ain't jumping for joy or anything, but they're going to save me a lot of aggravation making them. And it's the only place I could find to get them. So I think that they'll be fine. So if you're out there wondering if you should go ahead and order these cowlings, go ahead. I think that if you're capable of making an airplane out of wood, you'll be able to figure something out to get these to work. I think it was National Fiberglass Special, something like that. I'll find out what the name of it is and leave it in the comments. But it's the same place that you talked about. It was HOP 6, HOP 6, I believe was what it was. But I think they're going to be fine. Alright guys, today what I'm going to do is, because let me show you outside. We are getting a blizzard. Upstate New York. It is coming down at like 2-3 inches an hour out there. It's about 1 o'clock now. There was no snow on the ground this morning, and there's probably a foot, 14 inches, 12, 14 inches of snow out there. It is coming down like crazy. I've already snowblowed once. I'm going to have to go out and do it again probably 3 times. Supposed to get 2 foot of snow today, before tomorrow at 8 o'clock. I know a lot of you guys probably live on the Northeast. It's all getting pounded. But today what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish putting the formers for the nacelle on. N4 for 3, 2, leave 1 off. Start maybe getting some planking on here, or not planking, but some sheet on the wing. And then I'm going to start planking the nacelle. Put my 8-ounce fuel tank in and start running wires. Oh, I was going to show you that too. Instead of me buying a bunch of connectors, them 24-inch connectors, I went and bought 50 foot of wire, Futaba wire, 3-strand. I think it's 20 or 22 AWG or AGW, whatever it is. And I bought a 10-pack of these Futaba style servo connectors. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my own. I've done that before. It's worked pretty good. I got a special little set of crimpers. You put the wire through and you crimp it and then I'll run just wire instead of having the connectors every so many feet. I'll have my original servo connector, and then off of that I'm going to make all my own. But I'm going to get busy on the wing. I'm going to try to get the nacelles shaped to where they got to be planked. Get a little bit of sheeting on the front, and I want to start planking the front of this. Get my fuel tank in, like I said, and start running my servos. Figure out where I'm going to put my servo for the throttle, and get my engine on to see how much of this cowling I'm going to have to extend out. So hopefully the next time I'll be able to show you a wing with some of the, I'm going to have to cut my dihedral. I'll have to cut it off right here and get my dihedral. But after I do that, I'm going to start forming the front of this, getting it all sanded down, and getting ready to plank and sheet this wing. So hopefully next time you can see a finished wing. I don't know if I go that far finished, but hopefully we can see a wing that's got some sheeting on it and get some planks on this, so I can really see where my cowling's going to work. But I think your name's Tom. I think go ahead and get those. I think they're going to work fine. But just like I said, a little short video. I'm going to get back to work on the airplane. Don't look like much good flying out there today, but nevertheless, those cowlings will work as opposed to making them. But like I said, I am a little bit concerned. You can actually see it right there. Both of them are exactly the same. It's got a different. This side is steeper than that side. But I guess hopefully when I get it painted and primed, maybe I can build this up with a little bit of putty or something and try to level it off. We'll figure out something to make it look a little bit better. Alright guys, I just wanted to give you guys an update, show you where we were at. So we got the vertical stabilizer ribbed, horizontal stabilizer ribbed, one wing ribbed, fuselage formers, the wing windows put in it. So now I'm going to work on this. You know, I got the left wing to do, and we're getting there. Alright guys, like I said, just a short video to show you the cowlings. We'll make another video here in a couple of days, and hopefully I have my engine mounted on this wing. But that's it. Thanks for watching. You got any questions, comments, don't hesitate. Share the video. Let's get some people watching this thing. Alright guys, see you later.